Hi everyone, this is Sonal and welcome to my channel Stay Current. I hope you're enjoying my videos. So today I'm going to show how to create surveys or quizzes in Microsoft Teams using forms. So I have recently used this function because I had series of communication meetings and I wanted to check how people are reacting or how they like the communication studies that I've been having. So I had this survey at the end of each meeting to check what is their opinion, what is that they want to hear from us, and what is that they want to get included, or what is that they don't like to see in these meetings. Similarly, in the schools for teachers, I'm sure it would be useful if you're doing assignments or the course material to see how the course is and what students wants to see, or even for that matter, you can use this for tracking attendance using forms. So let's get started and see how to create this survey and quizzes. Let's get on to my machine. Alright, so let's get started on my machine, and I'm going to log in now to my Microsoft Office account. So let me start. So I'm going to type in search Office 365 and log in here. Okay, so just because I have saved my login, I have already logged into my account, and now I'm going to click here on the app launcher next to the Office where we have dots, and you can also see the apps actually below here where you can find the forms. So you can just simply click on the forms in the line here. You see F for forms, you can click on this, or you can go to the launch here, app launcher, click there, and then just click on the forms. And here I am with the forms. Now as you see, I see option creating a new form or new quiz. So let me get started first with the form, and it's an untitled form, so I will give a title. So recently I had my fitness classes for my remote working employees, so I'm going to take the feedback on the remote fitness classes. Untitled form, I'm going to name it fitness class feedback. So fitness class feedback, and I'm going to add a section new. So there is a choice, then there is a text box. I can simply ask for a rating at the end of the form. How was it, like five-star rating or 3-star rating, date, and there's a drop down here where I can actually get the ranking. Then Likert is you can gauge attitudes and opinions about a topic. Then file upload and net promoter score, and even I can create sections if I want into the fitness class survey or the form that I'm creating. So let me start with this choice first. I'm going to click on this and I'm going to ask a question. How did you like this fitness class? Option 1, good. Option 2, fair. And it is already giving me so many options, so actually I can just keep adding the options, but I'm just going to limit to good and fair. And is it a required question? I'm going to select yes, it is required. Add new. I'm going to add now text, and people can enter their opinion or feedback. So I'm going to ask the question, what more you would like to see in such virtual classes. So due to COVID, all the employees are at home, and this is the best way to get their opinions. So we try to do one fitness class so their mental well-being is taken care. And this is the second virtual class that we want to plan, and I want to understand what is that they are looking for. So I'm just going to keep it open so that they can enter their answers, and then by that way I will get a lot of opinions what kind of classes I can have. For I kept this open kind of a text box. I'm going to add this is not really kind of a required question, so I will allow the long answer, and I will say not a mandatory question. If people want to give feedback, they will give. If not, they're okay. Then I'm going to ask for the rating. So this question, I would say that how would you rate the instructor? So how would you rate the instructor? And I'm going to keep 5 star. That's good enough for me as a star symbol, so I would know whether the instructor was really good or not. People would indicate that with 3 or 4 or 5. If they find the instructor was good, I will say that this is the required, so I can judge if this instructor was good or teacher was good. And that's about it. I want to just get these questions, so I will save this form. And if you see on another tab, you see the responses. So when people actually would respond, you will see here responses here. So I'm going back to the questions and I'm going to save this. I'm going to have a look at it. So if I click on preview, I will see how it looks to the people or participants when they're going to see it on their machine or a computer. So this is a computer view. I will see a mobile option. So here, if people are taking this question or survey on the phone, this is how it would look like, and it is looking pretty good. So I'm good with this, and I'm going back. And now that I want to make it look more attractive, actually I can add a theme. And you see here I have so many themes here. So I will see if there is any theme which goes with my fitness class. Looks good because this is a home office kind of environment, and now that people are working from home, I will choose this as a theme. So you see this theme, and with this theme, it really appears that people are working from home and listening to us, all the podcasts and whatever trainings we are doing. And with this theme, now I'm going to see how it looks. So I'm going to go to preview. This looks much better, right? So let's keep that. So we'll keep this option. Computer, it's going to see it is going to be seen like this. On mobile, it is going to be seen like this. So perfect. I will move. I will go back, and now I am going to share this survey. So if I click on share, there is a button on the screen. You see there are different options. Select and collect responses. Only people in my organizations can respond, or anyone with the link can respond. Now this is exclusively for my employees, so I'm going to say only people in my organization can respond. Below that, if you see, there are some icons. So there is a link. I can simply take the link and embed it in the email and send it to my employees saying, hey, can you please attend this feedback and tell me how the fitness class was, which was conducted. Now this is second option, where it creates a QR code. So it would create a QR code like this, and recipients can actually scan this code on a phone or a tablet to access the form. So they just have to scan, and then they will get the access to this form. This is the embed link, so you can actually embed this, in your text, or if you're creating a newsletter or anything, you can just simply embed this. And this icon is very clear that you can email this link to your party. These are the options, and these are multiple ways you can share your survey or quiz with your participants or employees or students. Look at these 3 dots. These are more form settings. So let's click on that and see what it says. So here it gives me an option that it can be multilingual. I can print the form, and here in the feedback, 3 dots, and I click on settings. You see these settings. It says who can fill out this form. Anyone with the link can respond. No, I don't want that. Only people in my organization can respond. Yes, I want to see their names, so I'm going to click this checkbox, record name. If I want to keep it anonymous, I will just remove this check mark and it would be anonymous. Options for responses. So only people in my organization can respond. Record name. Yes, it would record name. Options for responses. Accept responses. Then I can actually have the date. So if I want to schedule this survey or the quiz and I want to launch it at a particular date, I can have a start date, and I do not want any more people to respond because I want to do the analysis. I will just keep the end date. So whoever has responded between the start date and end date, I would know that, and I will stop people from responding to this survey by the end date. shuffle questions. So instead of just having the same order, if you want to shuffle these questions, so I will just click on that and it would shuffle the question. And customize thank you message, so if I just click on that, I will get a note here saying your response was submitted, is a standard response. But if I want to say nicely, thank you, I appreciate your participation, thank you for your candid feedback, or something like that, I can just mention that and I can make it more personalized or customized. Notifications, send email receipt to respondents, get email notification of each response. So if I click on this, I will get the notification and send email receipt to respondents, so they will get a receipt that they have responded to this survey or feedback. Alright, so this was the form. Now let's go back to forms, and I'm going to now create the new quiz. So I'm clicking on quiz, and it's quite similar to form. I'm going to click on add new. Before that, I'm going to have untitled quiz. So I just want to have a quiz where I can ask questions to participants and give away some gift prizes. Ask them about their work from home situation. So I would ask them work from home quiz or survey, whatever. Let's say survey. I'm taking a survey of how people are doing it from work from home. Add new. I'm going to add the choice question first. Click on choice and I'm going to ask, do you prefer work from home or office? So because I'm only giving these two options, I'm going to ask option 1, work from home, option 2, office. This is just to take the opinion of our workforce, whether they prefer to work from home or they prefer to come to office. I'm going to say this is a required question. Then I'm going to add another question. Again, I'm taking the multiple choice. Enable work from home. Do they need any kind of support? 1, what kind of support they need? Infrastructure. Option 2, flexibility. Option 3, part-time option. Option 4, 3 days work week. I've given them these options so they can choose what they want, and this question is a required question because I have added these two questions, and as you see there's a tab which is responses. So if you click on it, you will see the responses. Right now nobody has taken this survey, but if we share the link, people will respond to it and we can see the responses here. Now again I'm going to go to theme and I'm going to select. So this looks good, multiple hands pointing to a tablet holding documents. This looks more like office work kind of a situation, so this is good, and I'm going to preview this now. Work from home survey, this is how it is going to look in computer. Looking good, great. Let's see how it looks in mobile. Looks good, I like it. So we are all set with this survey, and now it's time to share with our participants or attendees or your students. If it's an assignment related survey, you can share with your students. I will go click on the share link, and again we have the same options. We can copy this link, send it in the email. This is again another option to get the link. Second option is to get a QR code. Third option is to embed it in the email or a document, and the fourth option is email it. So these are the options, and I can share this survey with my team. Now if you see there are more form settings. I'm going to click on these three dots and there's an option called settings. Once I go to settings, I see that option for quiz, show results automatically. So responders will see their results and correct answer immediately after submitting the quiz. So I don't want that because I don't want them to change their responses after looking at the survey results. So I will keep this off. So responders will be only see the results after I have reviewed them. After I review it, then only they can see these answers. Till that time they can't see it. So I will keep that option as off. Who can fill out this form? Anyone with the link can respond. Only people in my organization can respond. So I want only people in my organization to respond. I want them to record their name, one per response per person, so I get the accurate results. And options for responses: accept responses. Yes, I want to accept the responses. Do I want to keep the start date, end date? Yes, I want to keep a start date and end date for this survey so that I end the survey at a particular time. Do I want to shuffle questions? No, I don't want to shuffle questions. Do I want to customize thank you message? Yes, I can customize thank you message saying thank you for your participation. Notification: send email receipt to respondent and get email notification of each response. So send email receipt to respondents, it will go to the respondents, they will receive an email, and get email notification of each response that will come to me every time somebody takes the survey. So this is how I have done all the settings, and I can share it and people can get the survey link or the forms link. So these are the two ways you can create a survey or a form. And as I said, we can also use this to track attendance, do the survey, or create some kind of a form, customer satisfaction. And as you see, if you go in the beginning, when you create the form, I will just go and show you that there are different themes here. So I had just created the fitness class feedback. It's right there, it is already saved. Work from home survey, it is already saved. And these are the different themes here that you see with the pictures that you can use for your quiz. I hope you found this session useful. How to create the forms or surveys in Microsoft Office 365 and use them for polling or survey or creating any kind of a customer satisfaction feedback. So if you found this tutorial useful, please give me a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of such videos, please subscribe to my channel Stay Current and stay tuned for more of such videos. Till the time, bye bye.